Hold on, let's read this tweet from Brian.
Yeah.
Well, only one dog now because Medicare Bot had some weird thing hoarding sick, dying old dogs from the pound, and during one of our gaming nights had a stupid fight with Jade over his issues keeping these dogs that kept shitting all over the floor and
killing them and eating them. Was she eating the dogs?
You wanna hear the story?
Yes.
Kind of sad. Jim had this thing where he kept adopting like dying old dogs at the pound because he felt bad. He had like 8 of them, and we were playing.
Oh, fuck.
I wish Andrew was here. He could share the story. We were playing one game, and they got into it because the dogs keep literally dying.
Is this a private story, Brian?
I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Yeah. He's a public figure. So basically we're playing. I can't remember what game it was. It's been so long. Playing this one game, and they get into it on the mic because apparently all these dogs would literally just end up dying on the floor like months later, and they all like are blind and they need assistance for everything, and they would pee all over the floor and they would shit all over the floor, and he just wouldn't clean shit up. He just wouldn't clean shit up ever. And we were all kind of felt bad for him. And he was like arguing that he's doing the right thing by giving these dogs a home because they're old and nobody wants them, which is nice. But he literally did nothing for them except that. And one of them, he did do something really nice. One of them was like missing an eye and he paid like $8,000. So some of it was nice. But the end result was she had to end up dealing with it. It always ended with Jade having to deal with all of his shit going on and all of his problems. It was always her. She would always be the one that says, okay, I'll just deal with it. It's fine. I'll just deal with this fucking weird shit that you're doing. And this was before they had the house. This was when they lived in the apartment in Minnesota. That I never would have talked about this stuff before. And then he had this weird thing. He was afraid that people would recognize him. So he would make Jade go like run errands all the time. We tried to go to Tampa Comic Con with this guy, and he made a big fucking deal about no photos, no cameras. He would have her drive all the time, doing these weird fucking errands all the time, and then we would be in voice chat with this guy, and he'd be like telling us about it, like, oh, Jade's doing this and that. Then he'd get offended that we asked because there was like this strict rule where you weren't.
Wow, we're getting deep lore. Right
everyone
now.
else was allowed to talk about their shit, but when it came to Jim, he had to be an awkward little faggot all the time because if you talked about Jim, he would get uncomfortable with the idea of like talking about shit going on while we all were friends who have seen each other at comic book conventions and shit like that and have hung out. And then at the same time, he would like say all this shit, and then someone would get offended. In the group, he would say shit online to his audience. Someone get offended, you shouldn't have e-friends. Like when he said you shouldn't have e-friends, some people got offended by that. Yeah. And his response is, I'm protecting you from the people I harass on the internet because if they found out, I would probably get sued and they would come after my friends and hurt my friends to use them against me. And it's like, okay, all right, that's fair. If you really feel bad, but you do stupid shit like this after you're doxxed and shit like that. You got people delivering potatoes and weird fucking shit while Jade's mowing your lawn because your bitch ass can't do it. Like, I doubt she really wants to deal with a funeral. I hope she doesn't hold a funeral because all she's going to get is crazy incels showing up and bomb threats. So, like, I don't know. I mean, it's just a disaster. But yeah, he had like this weird
bomb threat Jim's funeral.
Yes, of course they would. Are you fucking nuts? Now, hey, Squire, where's that picture at, by the way? That fucking dungeon.
I'm trying to find it. I found very small
a lot of stories like that with Jim and us. Like we would be playing games, and he would just. I mean, it was just constantly back and forth shit. Now Jade was usually cool, but they had fights, and then he would fucking act like a dickhead about it, and all that other shit. She still did her art and all that stuff, but I mean, I felt he did I mean, it was nice what he was doing, like thoughtful wise for the dogs. But I mean, at the end of the day, he just entrusted Jade to deal with all the problems, and he did fuck all, literally fuck all. You talk about Ralph not mowing his lawn, this nigga.
So what are you saying exactly?
And of course, it was on Reddit.
I'm saying is that anytime they had a fight, anytime Jade and him had a fight, right? It was always over something that sounded nice that Jim was doing, or something that seemed reasonable Jim was doing, but he would just do things and then not follow through on them, and he would leave them to Jade to take care of all the problems. So he would adopt these fucking dogs that were dying and old. They were like 14, 15, 17 years old.
A nightmare.
all these problems, and then he would spend all this crazy money at the vet on all of them. Like one of them had a missing eye, and he fixed all that. Some of these dogs, they can't walk, they can't fucking pee, they pee themselves, they shit themselves, they have a couple months to live. And he grabbed like 8 to 10 of these dogs, and then he would just leave Jade to deal with it in that apartment, that fucking 2-bedroom apartment. It's a fucking disaster, bro.
What the fuck is going on with this room, by the way? I've never like actually.
Let's really examine it.
Shit, like, there's this weird fucking smudge. It's like freaking me out.
Well, let's really look at it.
I'm looking at this weird bed thing. Like, is this a bed or is this a couch? Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, let's look at. All right, hold on. Let's change up the views.
I've got a lot of angry Sweetie Squad members tweeting at me right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Well, I told you to.
No matter how much you type, you'll never change the fact that people will laugh at you for being a faggot forever.
All right, let's look at this.
Whoa.
I see. Let's examine all the disturbing shit in this.
I see one of those like scent things that you put up when your house smells like shit. I see one of those next to the dude, that's the same exact fucking Pac-Man ghost lamp that DSP has.
Yes, it is. I see a Pikachu hat.
Yeah, I saw
fucking
that too.
Pikachu hat. Very disturbing.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea what this giant poster
I'm freaking out by why there's a
tapestry.
fucking power cord underneath the fucking rug like that. That's fucking.
Maybe just get it out.
There's a lot of.
I see a villager. I see a villager picture with Mario. Is it Super Smash Brothers? Maybe.
It's organized. It's clean enough. I'm not gonna hate on it. I mean, it's.
Oh, I'm hating on it. Shut up, Brian. Now.
Brian, you literally want to drink his blood. Find something to yell.
It says Anime Avenue. It's got a Moogle.
Yeah, it's got a Moogle. Is that what are some of these animes? Is that okay? So that's Demon Slayer on the back wall. That looks like
blow this up.
It looks like Nintendo. What's that on the wall?
What the fuck is even Demon Slayer? I don't even know.
Is that his microphone? He's got a boom mic.
Looks like Inuyasha, maybe this one right here.
Is that an Alienware computer?
I think so. Okay, what are these?
Trash.
Can we read the titles of these animes?
Well, I'm trying to.
I see his meds. He's got the meds right next to the fuck.
Yeah, he's got the meds.
Yeah, we got that. We see the meds
on that little weird bed thing.
Yeah, I think he sleeps on whatever this is.
He's got a Pepsi and a plate.
But is this a bedroom or is this a living room? What is?
He's got some weird stains going on the top ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It was fucking weird.
Could you imagine? This is how you know that nobody comes over the house, by the way, because there ain't no way families
have weird puke stains.
Like he projectile vomited up on the
yeah, you see that? This is strange. Are we going to be autistic and analyze all this?
Yes. Yeah,
I love it.
Wait,
yeah,
I just noticed there's two anime. There's an anime way and an anime avenue. I've never noticed the second one.
There's two anime.
Listen to T-Clips. T-Clips wrote, I hope Jade is armed and ready. Okay, T-Clips.
Oh, fuck off, Pig Clips. Go back to the fucking trailer park, you fucking whore.
Apparently,
you fat cunt.
She wrote, Brian is waiting for Jim to die and to take his revenge out on Jade.
Fat cunt.
Yeah.
What a weird bitch.
Now, what is this one? Okay, so the first one is Inuyasha right here.
Yes.
Underneath the Moogle, that's Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the second one?
I see a game controller. Is that an Xbox controller? It looks like an Xbox.
I'm gonna blow this up even more.
Xbox, yeah.
I see the Switch. I think an Xbox.
I see the Switch.
What kind of TV?
Is that like a Ghostbusters car underneath this?
You don't even mount the TV to the wall. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that looks like it could be the Ghostbusters hearse
car. Yeah,
this is like an anime. What is that? Is that Zelda? It looks like Zelda. I think that's a Zelda.
I don't know what's next to it.
You want to know what I do notice, Squire? There's not a single a family photo anywhere in this picture.
The PlayStation button.
No.
You got all this gaming shit, but no family photo. That's tough.
I guess literal DSP Pac-Man fucking.
How much do you think all this shit costs?
This is like what I'd imagine Phil's bedroom to look like.
How much do you think this shit costs?
Yeah.
No, Phil's.
Well, look at what is this show here? That Grey's Anatomy? What the fuck is this show?
You paused the stream, person.
Yeah, we can't see what you're looking at.
I paused it. All right, hold on. It's just doing that on its own. Can you see OBS?
Yeah, I see it now. What are you looking at?
So, what is this? Can you make out what that is?
The one on like the bottom.
I don't know. Yeah, neither.
Yeah, it looks like a sitcom or something.
It does look like. Hang on, honey.
Zoom enhance, Squire.
I'm zooming. I can't tell.
It might be bones, maybe? I don't know. I can't really tell what it is. It almost looks like, I don't know.
What the fuck that is. I don't know.
I mean, this is the weirdest collection of shit.
Well, why did... Like, fuck, what year is it?
I mean, he's got a lot of... I mean, it's all... It looks like it's organized, at least. You know
I have everything digital.
Catalog.
Like, everything digital.
What is that? What is that on the bottom? So hold on. Here's my question.
So look at the Pepsi and the piece of pizza here.
Yeah, but look at the computer. Does he just lay down and that's how he types that way? He doesn't sit in a chair.
That's exactly
that's exactly.
So he lays on his
belly. He lays on his belly.
He lays on his belly.
Oh fuck!
What?
I just noticed that.
Yeah. He doesn't have any chair, so yeah, he just lays on his belly. He's got the other TV tray right there. I think
he's got the laptop here. Yeah,
I think he sleeps there while Jade sleeps upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird. I didn't even realize this.
You didn't realize how weird this was the first time you saw this?
Probably
no, I mean, I thought it was weird, and I was more shocked that he actually posted it than anything else because
he probably has to blow into a straw.
Dude, I'm telling you, nobody's been inside this house besides him and Jade. There ain't no way.
Is that a VR headset I see?
Where?
On the
I believe
on the
he
TV
probably
stand,
has one.
On the
look at all this
shelf.
money. Listen, this is all the look how much money is in the fucking room. There's at least $20,000.
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Oh, Brian, there's no.
I think that might be a VR thing, but I don't know.
A lot of money, bro. What do you think?
That's a shitty TV. That's a shitty stand it's on. That's like a $20 fucking stand.
Man,
all these cabinets look like they were stolen from like a
fucking
Walmart.
They're all from Walmart
going out of business or some shit.
What do you think she's gonna do with this? When she's got
away.
I don't know what that is.
There's like literally 4 walls of fucking DVDs.
Person, guess who's messaging me right now? What is happening tonight? Can everyone comment? Benjamin Barber has just messaged me. It's been a long time since I've talked to you. I hope everything is going well for you, and I hope you stop arguing about e-drama. Everyone wants me to stop making fun of Jim. Benjamin Barber.
Stop making fun. Jim is sending Benjamin Barber to tell you to stop making fun of him.
Benjamin Barber?
Wow.
Do you want to explain to the audience who Benjamin Barber is?
You can do that one. You can make crisscross. You can explain.
I don't think I could even explain. I barely even remember who Benjamin Barber is. I don't think I could even explain it to the audience. Now, that's a really esoteric one for me. If it's esoteric for me, it's going to be really esoteric for the audience.
Like, what the fuck? Are those beds? What the fuck are those?
Yeah, it's a bed, Smart. Yeah.
That's the weirdest looking bed I've never seen a bed.
With body pillows.
Well, yeah, I know those are body pillows, because... What the fuck are these beds?
I don't. That's where he sleeps. They're like therapeutic beds or something, and he also lays on his stomach the whole time.
Are they like cancer beds?
What a weird thing. Why all these people are just coming out of the woodwork?
This is
driving me fucking crazy now.
This is what I imagine. Like all of like.
You would expect Jim would have a bigger TV than this. I have to agree with Squire.
Yeah.
Like that TV's kind of shit.
Like my TV is as big as that TV.
First, there's an SOK member yelling at me now. You still unironically some SOK guy
TXT wasn't part of the SOK though.
No, it's not really. TXT. Some guy saying you still unironically have SOK Destroyer in your bio, like it's an achievement to be proud of. Like anyone would know what that means.
Well, yeah, now I mean you're just begging, and Brian, you're just begging for these people to lose
you
their
fucking absolute nerd. Get over yourself. Let's go. I've got SOK people mad, Gamergate people like Benjamin Barber. Okay, so
he can't stop himself.
So Benjamin Barber, chat, is a very strange guy who is wrapped up in a bunch of scandals with his ex-wife. He's like a turbo stalker. He's Chris Cross,
like
and he was very involved in Gamergate. I had him on my show a few times to talk about different things.
Yeah.
And that was about it. But it's very strange. Like all these weird people that I like Spectre, fucking him, a SOK guy now. Like Jim really does have a lot of these old fans. I forgot about half of these people, you know.
Benjamin Barber.
That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Let's see.
That's like first wave of Gamergate. That's not even second wave. That's first wave.
It looks like Spectre's finally moved on. When I asked him to show the police report he filed, since he said I didn't understand what he was talking about. That's tough.
Brian respond. Humiliating me how, Jim? All you've shown is a dying man's last words are poorly written, poorly thought out, and you lost your touch on how to even talk shit to people. You seem mad tonight, buddy. Are you able to go upstairs to bed, or does Jade force your smelly ass to sleep in the lolicon dungeon? Jeez, Brian. Brian really going for blood, bro.
I think, all these guys, I don't know what they're thinking. I think that these guys have forgotten what it's like to deal with people.
Rediker's legacy of the two dogs he'll leave Jade. Oh man, you guys are so evil.
Well, look. I'm not gonna take the piss out of him too much, because his mindset, his argument, and with him and Jade and that dog thing was, I was doing the right thing by giving these old dogs that were abandoned a place to die with people who love them. And Jade's response was like, yeah, but you just took them in and I had to clean their ass, wipe their shit, set the puppy pads out that you forgot to set out, clean up the puppy pads, and do all this shit while you stayed at home while I went to work. That was her argument. So it sounds more like Jim just likes to do shit and then leave all the hard parts to his wife.
Right.
So,
I know people are just like that.
I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
But
you know what, Brian? No, Brian, those dogs didn't just die. Jade killed them and fed them to Jim.
It's possible, because their argument was one of the dogs just keeled over in the middle of the room, and he just left it.
Yeah,
he just left.
He's like, "Oh, we got dinner tonight." Jim.
Well, and he just left it for her to clean. I don't even understand.
Oh, what the?
Well, he said he didn't know what to do, and he was really heartbroken or some shit, so he just left it till she got home.
I was sad, so I left the dog's corpse in the living room, honey.
That makes Jim sound like
the main issue she had was the dogs pissing and shitting
based.
all over.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really based. Listen,
like
sweetheart,
dog.
You go clean up.
After this
Listen,
shit.
I'm the real star here. Go clean up that fucking dead dog in the living room. All right.
Like you know
what to do with Jade. It. I'm expecting dinner tonight.
Would you clean up this dog?
It was weird.
Make some money for us, Jade.
It was weird, and it led to us asking him why he doesn't just like help around the house, and that was an issue. So whatever.
Like, why are you adopting all these fucking dying dogs?
I don't. He said
he doesn't want to take care of. That's the irony.
Are you sure it's not that Jade wanted to eat them? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. His whole thing was that the dogs were abandoned and they're old and they should have a place to die and not die.
Them dogs.
They shouldn't die in like a shelter or like a fucking pound. That they should have a place to be warm and loved or whatever. And her response was dying dogs home, and then left me to take care of all of it and did nothing.
Well, that's nice.
Did absolutely nothing.
But
I can't fucking take care of these dogs.
Like, remember?
But it's
like
me.
I paid $8 grand. It gets better, Percy, because then he would do this crazy shit where the dogs the dogs have less than a year to live, right? And then he would do this crazy shit. Like one of the dogs was missing like an eye and had a big old problem. So he paid like $8 grand of PayPig's donation monies or whatever.
What the fuck?
To like get the dog eye fixed and all this other shit, and then it died a month later.
Oh fuck.
So it was like, and he would do shit like that. Like he was the most, I mean, look at this fucking lolicon dungeon. This guy was the most money waster I've ever seen. He buys a house for $330,000 with a mortgage of over $2,200, right? And then sticks it with her. So when he's dying, and then he immediately gets cancer and starts dying. Come on. Come the fuck on.
Bryce, stop doxing dogs. What are you doing?
I'm not.
Stop doxing dogs.
Elaine has now messaged me to tell you, person, that Gator is so annoying. She wants him gone.
Okay.
All right, you heard it, chat. Orders from Elaine. We need to get rid of Gator.
Does Gator need to be taken out? Is that what's going on?
Well, that's been obvious for like a long time.
I mean, literally, you just have to wait. He's just going to jump into traffic.
I can't wait for that. Can you imagine if he actually does it?
I have footage of Jade.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
You have footage of Jade?
Yes.
We have footage of Jade. Oh, fuck!
This is a meal that she's prepared.
This.
This is a meal that she's prepared for Jim.
You got to remember.
Some of the sick pets that Jim has adopted have been turned into a meal.
You got to remember that Jade was like precursor to OnlyFans. She was basically doing OnlyFans before.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
And you're going to tell me that as soon as Jim dies, she's not going to milk every dime that he's worth and do OnlyFans? Come on. Them titties are getting shown. As soon as he dies, we're going to get a good glimpse of what's going on in that house.
Well, we've already seen her We've already seen her fucking tits. You forget she was a cam
whore.
Well,
we're going to see him again, but this time
cam whore before they got together.
Yeah, and she's going to be a cam whore after he dies.